So I have made the executive decision to finish this today. I'm gonna... We've done Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big. Now we're gonna do E102. And then after that, we just have Supersonic. And, without revealing too many personal details about my life, the next few weeks have the potential to be kind of hectic, busy, but a good busy, and I don't know if I'll have a lot of time to record things, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna record. I'm gonna finish this today, and then I'll be done with it, and I never have to think about this game again. Oh, that thought makes me happier than it should. Okay, E102. Oh, this is an interesting side note. I don't know if you heard in the last episode or in one of the Amy episodes. The mailman came.
You're brilliant, creator, Dr. Robotnik. You're the second of my E100.
The mailman came and dropped some mail in our front porch area type of thing. Not in the mailbox, which is kind of weird. They only do that if they're delivering like a package. It was actually a package for me. It was my degree from college. Well, I have to play now. Yeah, it was it was two things actually. I got a degree and then a certification. So it was two things. So that's nice. They said like in the little booklet that they wouldn't be mailed for 4 weeks. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. So I was not expecting that today whatsoever. Maybe they meant like 4 weeks from graduation day. So I'm supposed to destroy these dolls and learn that, okay, camera. Learn that combo shots give me more time. But I'm just gonna go to the end and blow up the Sonic doll, because that's what I have to do. And I'm done with this stage. So yeah, on the inside, this is like the hardest cell I've ever read. Says, your education was hard work. This is easy. ... Your university entrusted us to print your certificate. When you order a preservation quality frame, we will print an additional certificate for free and professionally frame it. Oh. Well, now I look like a doofus. They're doing this for free? I might have to get in on that scam. Well, no, it says like... Oh my goodness, this is hard to do. Play games with one hand, hold the paper, and talk about things. Okay. I thought they were going to make me pay money for this. It says, it is convenient to have 2 certificates. Keep your enclosed certificate for your personal and legal records, and an additional certificate, beautifully framed on your wall. And then it says, log in to see your actual certificate in all preservation quality frames. And then at the bottom, it actually has written, now that is easy. Like, that's like a cheesy commercial thing. At the bottom, at the bottom of all the words, it says, now that is easy. like, I understand if someone was like reading for like a script or something, but this is like, okay, get over here, you doofus. I'm done. Okay. This is like written on a piece of paper.
Mission complete.
Ridiculous. Who writes this? Whose job was it to write this and make up this piece of paper? I don't know. If they're doing that for free, I might get it.
I had a funny feeling there was more to you.
I thought they were gonna make me pay for it, and they were being all, oh, it's so easy. That was my whole bit. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great to start the episode with because it's funny. But then I start reading at the top, and in bold letters, it says additional certificate for free. Well then, let that be a lesson to all y'all. Check your notes, or double check your things before you try to make fun of it. But yeah, I was not expecting those for a long time. Well, it said 4 weeks, and I guess they meant, even then though, it's only been like, the 11th was my graduation day. So it's only been 13, it hasn't even been 2 weeks. Man, they do that on purpose, probably. They way overestimate the delivery time.
Behold, it's a tailed frog. Very unique.
They're like Amazon, dude.
Absolutely vital to my plans.
They way overestimate the delivery time, and then when it gets there, like, yeah, when you order a package, they're like, oh, it'll be there in like a month, it'll be there, and then it comes in like 3 days, and you're like, oh my god, Amazon is the best thing ever. They do it on purpose. They do it on purpose. Sometimes I order a package from Amazon, and like, usually, oh, this is like a real first world problem here. Usually, they give you like an email notification, right? They're like, your package is out for delivery to, oh my goodness, it's hard to get through the door. Let me through. There we go. Usually they do that, but I've found it's like a 50-50, right? Like, sometimes they tell you when it's out for delivery, but then they usually don't. And that's annoying. Well, I don't know about usually, but when they don't, it's annoying. Well, I don't know. And then sometimes, like, the last package I got, the last one I did, they didn't give me an email notification, that it was, like, scheduled for delivery that day. And then I don't think I ever got an email saying that it was successfully delivered. Maybe Amazon still thinks that my package is, like, out in the unknown somewhere. Lost in the cloud. I hate that term. The cloud. It's so stupid. And I dislike things that are always online. Because it requires internet. If you don't have internet, then the whole system fails. Like, Google Docs, right? I hate Google Docs. Because it's kind of convenient for group projects, because like everyone can work on them, you know. And I had to use Google Docs in college, or like high school, or whatever. So I know how frustrating Google Docs is. It's really not frustrating. It's just that everything is in a different place, and it's different from Microsoft Word, and I don't like it. Also, you have to have internet for it to work. And that's a very big limiting factor. Like, you think about like what's his name? Living in the Woods. Thoreau? Yeah, that guy. Henry David Thoreau, or whatever his name was. Living in the Woods. Talking about the sucking the very marrow out of life, or whatever he said. Can you imagine him, like, in a cabin in the woods, like, on a little Chromebook, working on Google Docs, and then his Wi-Fi goes down, and he's like, well, crapeth, I can't work on this anymore, because mine internet is down. Just like, man, Word is the best word processor by far. That's how I feel about the subject. And Google Docs and Google Slides sucks. Now stuff like Google Drive and like online like storage, just to get it off of your computer to like be able to access and download maybe at like a later date, I can understand. That has uses. But if it's something that doesn't need it, why make it more complicated? It's like motion controls. It's like motion controls. Because instead of like the Wii, yeah, everyone hated it. I mean, not everyone. Lots of people liked it, but everyone complained about motion controls because they're like, oh, why do I gotta waggle a stick? Why can't I just push a button? And a lot of times, yeah, that is true. This is kind of sad, actually. Seeing him like, oh no, my brother. A lot of times, yeah, you gotta waggle the stick instead of pushing a button. Like, they treated it as another input, but it's like imprecise, and it made it more complex than it needed to be. That's what Google Docs is, the computer equivalent of motion controls in video games. But now, with things like VR, I guess motion controls are cool again. I don't know. Maybe the technology has advanced enough. Personally, I think that VR is too exclusive. I don't think it's going to take off anytime soon. Well, for one, there's a lack of games. There's Beat Saber, which everyone seems to like. There's games that have been ported into VR. Skyrim VR and like The Forest VR. All that stuff. And it's nice for people that can use it, I guess, but to do VR correctly, right? You need to dedicate an entire, like, 10 by 10 foot room to it. Like, it's ridiculous. Whoa, that was a strange glitch. It is not accessible. And going back to the Wii, that's why the Wii was so successful, and it was like a really well selling console, and Wii Sports sold like 1 million things, because even though motion controls were imprecise and made things more complicated than it needed to be, when they were done correctly, it was very accessible. You know, like the tennis, you swing the racket with the hand thing. It's very natural. It's very nice.
None of your business, why not? I want to know why you want it.
And the price point also.
You don't even know?
Well, yeah, that was the thing. Is like the Wii, all you needed
I bet you
was the stick. It was the Wiimote. That's all you needed. For VR, you gotta have like the headset, and then you gotta have like cameras in the corners of the room, and then you gotta have like hand things that are like I don't even know, they look weird.
Why try to save that which is useless to you?
And you can't
Does not
like move around. I don't know. I'm very
I feel sorry for you.
I'm very skeptical of VR.
Wait a minute, Birdie.
I think augmented reality has its uses, because all you need is the headset, and it's essentially just like
get going.
it's like a camera
Huh?
that just has more information on it. Like, I can see maybe people having like a headset or like glasses or whatever,
Why are you letting us go?
and they're like surfing the internet on their glasses or whatever.
It is dangerous here.
Was that what Google was trying to do with Google Glass? I don't think that ever took off. There was talk of it for like a second, but then
Other robots, huh?
it just kind of died off. It went away.
Are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
But yeah, for something like that, something so different, accessibility is key. Like, if you have something that's really expensive, for one, yeah, no one's gonna buy it.
2, 3.
Or it
Ready for battle.
limits your things, limits your audience, I guess, because you have to, the people you're selling to have to have enough money. In VR, I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I thought it was pretty expensive. I could be wrong. I could be. But that's one way it's not
Here's the
easily
jet
accessible.
booster. Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
But then there's like the hardware and everything else. I don't know. Plus you can't... Okay. You can't, like, easily move around in VR. Like, they have to have... like the point and go things. You have to be like, you have to point where you want to go, and then you push the button and you go there. That's what it is. I think this is where I have to go. I'm not sure. Kind of went off on several tangents there. I don't know.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
My method is to keep talking and never stop talking about whatever comes to mind.
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply. I'm counting on you, Gamma.
And then silence. It's also important to, like, focus on this. Like, my phone is sitting over there. And I kind of want to check it, but, like, Sonic! This is the longest that Sonic has ever lasted, I swear. Okay, there he goes. My phone is sitting over there, and I kind of want to check it. At the same time, doing a thing, gotta focus on the thing.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
And then Amy is the girl. Oh my goodness, you know what I just realized? This is the last time that we have to watch these cutscenes.
I know you're not an evil sword.
We've watched this cutscene
Wait, remember me?
4 times now. This is the 4th time. This is actually kind of sad for me.
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
Sonic, look! The egg carrier's losing out.
Man.
We've got it split. Take Amy and go.
What will you do?
Ugh.
I'll nail that Eggman.
I'm getting pressure in my ear. I'm trying, right? I have
Saving me as usual.
seasonal allergies. Man, they're tough.
And how are you, my metal friend?
I get like
Dangerous here.
the really mucusy.
Eggman, and come with us.
Why do you help me?
Have to clear my throat a lot. And then I get this pressure in my ears. That's really annoying.
The best for you,
Right now it's in my left ear.
Eggman.
Amy, come on!
Birdie. What else do we have? We have Red Mountain.
Again, my robot.
Final Egg. Is that what it is? Or is it Hot Shelter? And then we have the last boss. Well, no, we have Windy Valley, actually. Man, Gamma has like a million... Like a million levels, man. We should rush through them pretty quickly, though. Like, there's lots of cutscene going on, but,
Enemy. Master registration.
once we get into it...
E-Series. Friends.
I mean, I've only done, like,
Must save.
2 levels that have each taken me, like, 10 seconds. So, Windy Valley. Yeah. Do we have to go over here? I think we have to go over here. And get the Wind Stone. Steal it from Tails. Yeah, look at this. Get it. Pick up the... I'm pushing the... Okay. Oh, baby. Ooh. That was like a seizure inducer. Can I not? Okay, there we go. Use your arms. Gamma. Okay. Windy Valley shouldn't take that long. Come on. Trying to squeeze this into one episode. I'm trying. Ooh, he's trying. That's my favorite thing from Rick and Morty. Overall, I think Rick and Morty is pretty overrated. But, it has its moments. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes.
The robot you're looking for is up ahead.
Whoa, I didn't even... Wow. Okay. think I'm almost done. Boop. And then we can actually make it up here. And if I wanted to, I could try to like fly backwards and do this kind of thing. Whoa. But the camera really doesn't like this. And I'm just gonna come back. Oh, I should have gone up top. You can jump like up here when you land there. Yeah, but they still flew away. Like why? Why do they fly away? I assume because this is just a reused Sonic and Tails level. That's where the tornado is. I don't know. I don't know. Then a big ol' explosion. He was a parrot. Rescue complete.